It is finally here. We finally have the trailer for Wave 3 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. And it's not just a sneak peek this time, we actually have the full trailer of all 8 courses. And these tracks look absolutely phenomenal. But you might notice my voice does sound a little bit different in this video when compared to past videos. And that's because I'm recording this audio on my phone rather than using my actual microphone. I'm currently on vacation and I try bringing the microphone with me, but I have a tendency to overpack and I could not fit it in the bag. And eventually I gave up on trying because Nintendo wouldn't release the one trailer I knew I was going to make a video on during the 1 week of the year I'm on vacation, right? Anyway, I'm still going to be doing a breakdown of this trailer, so with all that out of the way, let's roll the intro and get into my breakdown of the Wave 3 trailer for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Booster Course Pass. So the first course we get in the trailer is Maple Treeway from Mario Kart Wii, and it looks really good in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's engine, especially the lighting. Now, if you've seen the leaks, this was actually originally supposed to be in Wave 6. However, it looks like Nintendo's shuffling around some of these courses, so we're definitely going to be surprised with some future waves, assuming they follow suit. In terms of new assets being brought to the game, other than of course the regular course geometry and the trees from Maple Treeway, the only new thing seems to be that they are adding wigglers into the game, which I am so happy about. And it looks like they will probably act the same way as they do in Mario Kart Wii, and if I had to guess, they'll probably have the same collision as the bumpers in Waluigi Pinball, which bounce you back if you run into them. The music has also of course gotten a huge upgrade, as always with pretty much all of these Booster Course Pass courses. Now it is recorded with live instruments rather than being entirely synthesized, and it sounds great. The main motif of the song is now played by a harmonica, and it fits the track perfectly. Maple Treeway was also already one of the better looking courses in Mario Kart Tour, and it looks even better in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It really looks like Nintendo is going all out for Wave 3 of this game, at least with most of the tracks. The road texture looks on par with a lot of the things in the base game, and the grass could use some work, but overall I am really happy with the graphics of this course. Though we already know half-pipes are definitely being added to the game in this wave, I was afraid that they would remove them from Maple Treeway because it never showed them in this clip that we saw in the trailer. However, if you look closely in this portion of the track in this shot, you'll see that there are item boxes floating above where the half-pipe normally is, meaning that it is almost definitely going to be added. Structurally, the course does follow the Mario Kart Tour variant of it, meaning that it no longer has the wavy bridge that you can trick off of that was present in the Wii version, and now it has the glider section instead. But that's pretty much all there is to talk about for the Maple Treeway clip that we got, and now let's move on to the second course we got to see, which is absolutely insane that they brought this over. I know we knew about it from the leak, but I just still can't believe that this is in the game. It is 3DS Rainbow Road, the best Rainbow Road out of any Mario Kart, at least in my opinion. And oh boy, did this track get a makeover or what. I barely even recognize it when compared to the Mario Kart Tour version, and that's a good thing. The creative liberties that the track designers took with this track are absolutely insane. I love the way that the new road texture looks. It looks nothing like pretty much any other Rainbow Road we've seen thus far in the Mario Kart franchise. It actually reminds me a lot of the trail that the mini-boss Squid leaves behind in Sonic Frontiers, and I might just think that because I've been playing the game a lot recently and that's the first thing that came to mind. But tell me down in the comments below if you think that it actually looks like that, because that is literally the first thing I thought of when I saw this course. And besides the graphics, the music has gotten a huge overhaul as well. It still has that original synthy tone from the Mario Kart 7 rendition, but it now feels so much more robust with a lot more bass in the background, almost like it's one of the regular songs in its front-running variant from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Whether this is the front-running variant or the normal variant, we don't really know, but it still sounds absolutely incredible. But now let's look at the overall track design of the course itself, which overall looks pretty much the same as it does in Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart Tour. It doesn't really look like it's changed very much at all. However, a very notable change that can be seen is that the moon section of the course is now in anti-gravity, which makes sense. That way, it kind of has sort of the slow-falling feature that you see in courses such as Big Blue, Mute City, and Sky High Sundae, which should really emulate the feeling of being on the moon with just anti-gravity all over. In fact, a very good example of this being used in this exact way is in the battle course in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, being Lunar Colony, where the anti-gravity was used in this way to make it feel like you're on the moon. So it's very likely this will work just as well in a 3DS Rainbow Road. The only real thing that this course adds to the game in terms of new assets is the bouncy mushroom cookie cake platform thing in the middle of the course. I'm never really sure what this thing actually is, but it typically in Tour and Mario Kart 7 has had the exact same physics as the bouncy mushroom pads, so I'm assuming it will have the exact same physics and properties as the bouncy mushrooms that we see in Mushroom Gorge and Sky Garden. The track also seems to be utilizing the same walls and boost rings as N64 Rainbow Road, which is slightly disappointing. It would have been nice to see some new ones added, but they do fit the course really well, so I'm not really that disappointed. But now that we're done with 3DS Rainbow Road, let's move on to the other courses. GBA Boo Lake, we got almost no footage of, but the only thing I could find that's really worth noting is that it's following the tour version of the course rather than its original Super Circuit rendition, meaning that you actually drive into the lake rather than just going around it, which in my opinion is a really nice change. Then after that, we got to see Tour Berlin Byways, which graphically you can tell it's ripped from Tour, but it does definitely have some changes made to it, making it look a lot better. And the only really thing I can find of note here is that now womps are being added to the game as a new asset, which you can trick off of once they fall, which I think is a really cool mechanic. I don't remember seeing these in the Tour version of the course at all, so if these are a new addition or if they've always been there, please let me know in the comments. I don't play a lot of Mario Kart Tour, so I'm honestly not positive. Then we got to see an even shorter clip of 3DS Rock Mountain, and I honestly don't really blame Nintendo for making this clip so short. Graphically, this one definitely falls short. It is very close to the rendition in Tour in terms of graphics, and the art style has not really transferred over very well to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It does look a lot like a Wave 1 course. However, the course itself does look like it hasn't changed very much from Mario Kart 7, which is a good thing because the course is very fun to drive, and I'm very excited to actually play this. It's just a shame that the graphics haven't really been updated that much. Then we get to see DS Peach Gardens, which we already got to see in the sneak peek that was in the last Nintendo Direct, and it still looks absolutely phenomenal. The topiaries that are throughout the course look so good in terms of their textures, and graphically this course has gotten a huge overhaul. I can't even tell if it's ripped from Tour or not. Obviously it is, because all of these courses are, but still it looks very good when compared to Wave 1 and 2. And then after that we get Tour London Loop, which doesn't look as good, but given that it did not look very good at all in Tour in the first place, it definitely has gotten a graphical upgrade. It's very easy to tell when you look at the buildings that's been ripped from Tour, as well as the trees and some of the other background assets. However, the actual road and grass textures don't look horribly awful. They look a lot like the ones that were used in Wii Mushroom Gorge, which aren't really that bad. They do have some texture to them. And the final course we got to see in this trailer was another one we got to see in the sneak peek that we got in the last Nintendo Direct. It is Tour Merry Mountain, and I've said it once before, I will say it again. It looks absolutely phenomenal. It looks like it could be in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's base game. I feel like all the budget for this wave went into this course, despite most of the other courses looking phenomenal as well. This one is just top tier. When I do my ranking, and I haven't obviously played these courses yet, but I have a very good feeling that when I do my ranking of these courses when the wave comes out, I will very likely put this on top, because once again, it looks so good. But what do you all think? Do you think 3DS Rock Mountain should be the #1 course in this wave because graphically it's just misunderstood? Let me know down in the comments below, and while you're down there, you might as well like the video. If you got this far in the video, you probably liked it. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you get notified whenever I upload more videos. With all that out of the way, thank you all for watching. I'm Jacob with the Game Block, signing off.